To install the events calendar, head to Plugins, then Add New, and type the Events Calendar. Install and activate the plugin. Head over to Settings under Events. There are a lot of settings you can take a look at to change how the events will appear on your site. You can take a look at them all if needed, but for now, let's confirm a couple important settings. First, if you scroll down to Events URL slug, you can see where the events will appear on your site. If you see something like this with a question mark and post_type equals tribe events, you'll want to enable permalinks on the settings page. Click here, pick one of these options, then click Save Changes. Now if we go back to Events and then Settings, you'll see the default events slug. Here is where your events will be displayed on your site. We'll add a link so your visitors can access it shortly. You can change this to whatever slug you'd like, then scroll all the way down to Save Changes, or just leave it as the default. Next, you can choose what views for your events are enabled. By default, visitors can browse your events by month, in a list, or by day. If you want to disable one of these views, just click the Display tab in the Event Settings, and beside Enable Event Views, you can uncheck the ones you don't want. You can also pick a default view in the list here. One other important setting is the format of the dates of your events, which you may want to change depending on your country or personal preferences. If you click on this link here, you can see all the format characters you can use. Here you can see that a small j would be used for the day of the month. So if you want to put the day of the month first, you can move the j to the beginning. Click somewhere outside the box and you'll see a preview of how it would look. If you want to use a short form instead of the full month name, we can again view the documentation, scroll down and find the option here, which is the big letter M. If we replace the F with a big letter M, and again click away, we'll see the date format change. Once you're happy with it, scroll all the way down and click Save Changes. Lastly, you'll want to make sure the time zone of your site is correct by going to Settings, General, choosing your time zone, then click Save Changes. Now that we have the events calendar installed with a basic configuration, let's add our first event to the site. Go to Events and then Add New. Start by adding the title or short description of your event here, just like you would for a blog post. Next, add a longer description of your event below. You don't need to add things like the event name, address, or the date and time of your event, as we'll add that in below. You can use formatting tools like headings, bold and italic text as needed to describe the details of your event. Add the date and time your event starts and ends here. Be sure your time zone is correct. If the event is all day, just check this box. You can optionally add a venue with as many details as you like. You can optionally show a map of the location using Google Maps by using this checkbox. Though the map will display for visitors just by checking this box most of the time, we'll make it much more reliable in a couple videos. If you'd like to add the details of one or more event organizers, this can be entered here. It's not required though. Next, if the event has a separate website for more details, you can enter that website address here. This will add an extra link to your event that visitors can click on. If the event has a cost, you can communicate that cost here. Enter the currency symbol for your country, then enter the cost as a number below. You also have the option to show the currency symbol before or after the cost. There are a bunch of add-ons for the events calendar, and we'll go through some of those in later videos. For now, you can skip this section. Here, you can optionally add a shorter description of your event, which social media sites and Google Search will use when describing your event. If you leave it blank, the first couple sentences of your long description up here will be used. I would uncheck Allow Comments at the bottom here if your site doesn't already have them disabled. Rather than having public comments be added, I find it's best for people to contact you or the organizers directly with any questions. Then you can update the event details if needed. Lastly, you can add any tags or categories to group and organize your events here, just like a blog post. You can also set a featured image, which will appear when the event is shared on social media, and it might also appear on the event details page depending on your theme. If you'd like to feature the event on your site, just check this box. Now, just click Publish at the top. You can click here to see the event as it appears to visitors on the site. You can see all the event details below, including a map of the location if you added it. When logged in as an administrator, you can click Edit Event at the top here to modify any of the event details, and quickly add another event by going to New and then Event. So now you should know how to add events to your site, and you can continue adding more as needed. If you manually type /events at the end of your website URL, you'll see a listing of events. But that's not very useful to someone visiting your homepage if they don't know about it. Let's add an item to your menu so visitors can easily find events on your site. First, in the back end of the site, go to Appearance and then Menus. If you don't already have a menu, you can create one by clicking Create New Menu. Then here, give it a name, like Primary. Then click Create Menu. Next, go to Custom Links, and in the URL field, type /events. In the link text field, you can type something like events. Then click Add to Menu. You can continue to add other pages on your site as needed. Pick where you want the menu to appear under Menu Settings. This will be different depending on your theme, but in this case, I want the menu to appear at the top or header menu. So I'll select this, then click Save Menu. Now if I go back to my site, we can see that Events appears in the menu, and if I click it, users will see the listing of events and can again view as month, list, or day, and even search for events here. And that's it. You've made it easy for visitors to find events on your site. If your site gets a lot of traffic or you're having issues getting the map to display on your events, you should get a key for using Google Maps on your site. To get started, in the admin area of your site, go to Events, then Settings, and click on the APIs tab. Click this link under Google Maps API. Note that as of June 2018, you may need to add a credit card as part of the process. Otherwise, if you exceed the free limits, your maps may stop working. To get your key, click on the Get Started button. Click Maps, then Continue. You'll either need to sign in to your existing Google or Gmail account, or create an account using this link. After signing in, you may need to again click Getting Started, then select Maps and click Continue. Create a new project by clicking here, selecting Create Project, and then typing the name of your site in the box. Then click Next. When prompted, you'll need to create a billing account as there seems to be no way to avoid doing so. This helps to avoid any issues if you go over the free limits, and we'll go through how to restrict your API key to only your site shortly. Once you've created your billing profile, click Next on this prompt to enable Google Maps and create an API key. Copy your API key, then back on your site, paste it here. Then click Save Changes. You'll also want to restrict your key so others can't use it on a different site. Go back to the Google Maps tab and click on the API console link. Under Application Restrictions, click HTTP refers or websites. If the domain on your website has www or something before it, such as www.yourdomain.com, enter star.yourdomain.com/star, which allows it to be used on any page of your site. If you always redirect to just yourdomain.com without www or anything before it, just enter yourdomain.com/star. Since my site is myevents.wpengine.com, I'll enter myevents.wpengine.com/star in the box here. That's it. Now maps should be reliably shown when visitors are viewing your event details. You can allow people to RSVP for your event right on your site using the Event Tickets plugin. Go to Plugins, Add New, search for Event Tickets, and install and activate the one here from Modern Tribe. Now go to one of your events and select Edit. Scroll down to the Tickets area and click New RSVP. Add a name for your RSVP and enter the number of spaces available, or leave blank for unlimited. You can also click Advanced and enter a more detailed description, and also enter the date when RSVPs would start and end. When finished, click Save RSVP. If you have different types of RSVPs, like a special seniors ticket, which provides a wheelchair accessible seat, you can click New RSVP again. When finished, click Update. Now when visitors view your event, they'll see an RSVP area near the bottom and can select how many RSVPs they need, enter their name and email address, and click Confirm RSVP. To see who is RSVP'd for your event, click Edit Event and scroll down to View Attendees. Here you can see who has registered for your event and even mark them as attended by clicking Check In. You can also print and export your attendees list using these buttons. That's it. You're all set to accept RSVPs for your events right on your own site. To allow people to pay for tickets for your event right from your own site, we'll use the same Event Tickets plugin that we installed in the last video. To accept payments, you'll need a PayPal business account. So if you don't already have one, head to paypal.com to sign up. Once you've signed up and confirmed your account, click Login, and once logged in, click the Profile menu here, then Profile and Settings. Go to My Selling Tools, then click Update beside Instant Payment Notifications. Click the Choose IPN Settings button, then enter your website URL here, click Receive IPN Messages to enable, then click Save. This allows your website to be notified by PayPal when you get a new ticket sale. Now in the admin area of your site, we'll first create a new page customers will see after they purchase a ticket. Under Pages, click Add New. Enter Payment Confirmation as the title, and in the content area, type Tribe TPP Success with square brackets around it. This is called a shortcode in WordPress, and it will be replaced with the details of their order when a customer views it. Click Publish to save this page. You can check you typed the shortcode correctly by clicking on the link to your page and checking that you see this message. To make sure visitors see this payment confirmation page after they make a purchase, copy the URL of this new page, head back to PayPal, click Back to My Profile, And under My Selling Tools, click Update beside Website Preferences. Turn on Auto Return and paste the return URL of your success page that we copied earlier. Then turn on Payment Data Transfer and scroll down to click Save. Now back on your site, in your admin area, head to Events, then Settings, and click on the Tickets tab. Scroll down to Tribe Commerce and check this box to enable. Enter your PayPal email address. Click Yes here and here to confirm we've set up our IPN notifications. Select the currency of your PayPal account. Confirm how you want to handle stock. I'd recommend leaving this default so you don't accidentally oversell your tickets. Select the payment confirmation page we just created and confirm the details of your confirmation email. Then click Save Changes. Finally, create a ticket for sale by clicking Events, editing one of your events, scroll down to the Tickets area, and click New Ticket. Enter the details of your ticket, such as the price and how many are for sale, and optionally any advanced settings like when your tickets are available for purchase. Then click Save Ticket and update your event. Now when visitors see your event details, they'll see an area where they can buy tickets and pay for the ticket using their PayPal account or a credit card. You can see who purchased tickets for your event by clicking Edit Event, scroll down to the Tickets area again, and click View Attendees. Congrats, you're all set to sell tickets from your own site. If you'd like additional options, such as adding additional questions when people register, like asking for their t-shirt size and meal preferences, you'll need the Event Tickets Plus plugin, which is paid. You can find out more about it by going to Events, Settings, clicking the Tickets tab, and then click here to check out more information on Event Tickets Plus. So you have your normal events page, but sometimes you only want to show a listing of certain events somewhere else on your site, maybe at the end of an About page, or within one of your blog posts. Fortunately, with the Events Calendar shortcode, a plugin I actually created and helped support, you can easily market and promote your events anywhere on your site. In the admin area of your site, go to Plugins, Add New, then search for the Events Calendar shortcode. Install and activate it. Under Events, you'll see a new shortcode option where you can see all the options available, like showing events only in a certain category and how many events to show at a time, using the shortcode ECS List Events. As an example, say on the About page for the site, you'd like to list the next upcoming 3 events at the end. Just edit the page, and at the bottom of the content, type ECS List Events with square brackets on either side. This will be replaced with the title, date, and a link to your events, which you can see by updating this page, viewing it, and seeing the events here. To only show the next 3 events, and maybe only the workshop events, or the events in the workshop category, you can edit the page, scroll down to the shortcode, and inside the shortcode, type space, then limit equals 3 to only show 3 events, and cat equals workshop to only show events in the workshop category. Click Update, view the page, and you'll see you only see 3 events, and all of them are workshops. While this works, you may need to add a bit of styling using CSS code to change how it looks. Or another option, if you head back to the admin area of the site, click Events and then Shortcode, you can see details on the Pro version of this plugin, which includes a number of different designs you can use, like the compact view with the event date nicely visible, and even a full calendar view visitors can use to browse your events. You also get a number of additional options and filters, like showing events by location, showing only a single event, and even hiding events that are sold out automatically when using the Event Tickets plugin. You can click this link down here to find out more. But that's how you can promote and list your upcoming events anywhere on your site. One great way to promote your events is with a newsletter, but manually copying and pasting the event details or retyping them in your email is time-consuming. It's also prone to errors, which could cause people to go to your events at the wrong date and time. Fortunately, you can easily generate a newsletter of your events using a plugin I created, Event Calendar Newsletter. You can get the free version by going to Plugins, Add New, and search for Event Calendar Newsletter. Install and activate the plugin. Now go to Event Calendar Newsletter in the main menu. Here you can pick how far in the future to grab events, select one of the existing designs, or click Custom to create your own using only the details you need. And when you're ready, click Generate Newsletter Events. Now you can copy and paste these details into your email program of choice like MailChimp, Aweber, or ActiveCampaign. If you'd like more designs, the ability to save templates to recreate them quickly, the ability to filter your events by category or tag, and other great features, there is a pro version of Event Calendar Newsletter available. You can grab 20% off as a WP 101 user by going to eventcalendarnewsletter.com/WP 101. And that's how you can save time and generate your email newsletters with no mistakes using Event Calendar Newsletter.